Hello, guys. Have you ever noticed how two people can disappear from each other's lives publicly, but something still feels unfinished? That quiet space in between starts to say more than words ever could. That's what fans are picking up now with Maurice and Sonia. They are no longer appearing in the same scenes or dropping content together, but somehow, they still seem connected. Fans are watching closely, timing of their posts, the type of songs they're using, the messages in their captions. It's almost like they are communicating silently, like something deeper is going on behind the scenes. Nobody is saying anything officially, but their fans are playing detectives. You see Maurice post a certain quote, then Sonia shares something that feels like a reply. They may be apart on screen, but online, their energy keeps crossing paths. And in today's world, silence speaks loudly. People are no longer waiting for declarations, they are connecting the dots themselves. Everyone's watching and wondering, what's the real story here? Is this distance temporary? Or are they just keeping things away from the spotlight on purpose? You know that moment where you click on a new movie with so much excitement, then halfway in, you start feeling like you've seen it before. That's the exact mood fans are in right now with Maurice's latest projects. He's always charming, always the lead, always falling in love, and that's the full story. There are no major twists. No heartbreak. No moments that shake you. It's just the same formula over and over. People are starting to say it's becoming predictable. It's not about the acting, Maurice has talent, but the stories don't stretch him anymore. Fans want to see something different. Maybe a broken character. A risky role. Something with deep emotion. But what they're getting feels too safe. And in today's content world, where there are so many things to watch, nobody wants to feel like they're just watching the same story with different clothes and locations. Everyone is craving surprise, and it's like the excitement is fading each time he drops a new movie with the same storyline. People want more depth. Let me tell you what's annoying people badly these days. You go on YouTube, see a thumbnail that looks like Maurice and Sonia are back together in a movie. The smile. The pose. The vibe. You don't even think twice, you click. But after 10 minutes of watching, they're not in the same scene. Then the movie ends and you realize, they were never even together at all. Sometimes, only one of them is in it. Or worse, it's an old photo used to pull you in. Fans are getting tired. It feels like a trick. And once people feel misled, it's hard to win them back. The thumbnail might bring views now, but if the movie doesn't match what was promised, people won't return next time. It's like giving someone a gift box and the inside is empty. You can only do that so many times before they stop opening your gift altogether. People love Maurice and Sonia, but they don't want to be used to sell something that's not really there. Have you ever watched something and kept asking yourself, what's the point of this story? That's the kind of reaction people had to Maurice's recent movie drops. You open the video expecting a powerful plot, but as the story moves on, you start feeling lost. It begins with energy, but suddenly everything slows down. You're waiting for a twist or something meaningful to happen, but instead it just drifts and ends quietly. People felt confused and underwhelmed. They kept wondering if a scene was missing or if they missed the actual storyline. Some fans are even rewatching just to be sure it wasn't their fault, but no, the story really just didn't land. And when that happens, it leaves a weird feeling. Like, was the movie just made to fill space? Or did something go wrong along the way? Viewers aren't just looking for entertainment, they want to feel something. And when the story lacks purpose, it makes people pull away, no matter who's in it. That's the risk now, losing the connection that once felt so strong. Have you noticed that sometimes, even when a movie has strong actors, the whole thing still feels flat? That's what's happening now in this YouTube movie space. You see Maurice in a cast full of great talents, but when you sit to watch the movie, something feels off. The emotion doesn't land. The scenes don't stick. And it's not because the actors didn't try, it's because the story wasn't honest. Producers are beginning to care more about the numbers than the story. Views over value. And that shift is dangerous. Viewers may click now because of the names, but if they feel the story isn't truthful or carefully done, they won't return. You can have all the stars you want, but if the story feels empty, people won't stay. It's like serving a fancy plate with no real food on it. Viewers are waking up, and they're no longer just watching, they're analyzing. If producers keep ignoring that, they might lose the very people they are trying so hard to attract. Let me tell you something that's low-key becoming a big issue. There's this bigger trend on YouTube now where the thumbnail and the title are doing more work than the movie itself. You'll see an emotional photo, a dramatic title, and you feel like you're about to witness something deep. But once you click, everything falls apart. The storyline is weak, the acting doesn't connect, and the scenes feel rushed. It's like all the energy went into making you click, not into making the movie. That kind of thing might work once or twice, but after a while, it starts to break trust. Viewers feel cheated. And when trust breaks, it's hard to get it back. They might not complain loudly, but they'll stop clicking. And that's worse. Because silence means they've left. This trend of using eye-catching thumbnails with little substance behind them is spreading fast, and if it continues, even the most loyal viewers will begin to walk away without saying a word. Something interesting is going on that not everybody is talking about yet. Maurice has been in so many romantic roles lately, but fans are beginning to wonder, why is it always the same type? He's always the charming guy, always in control, always smooth. But life isn't that neat. Viewers want to see characters that are broken sometimes. Someone who fails. Someone who gets it wrong and then finds their way. The repetition is starting to wear people out. It's not about Maurice lacking skill, it's the roles that are too safe. People want to see him act in something risky. A role that scares him. A story that doesn't end with a kiss. Because right now, the charm is starting to feel like a costume. And if every movie is predictable, there's no reason to come back. Fans are saying they still love him, but they need more than just good looks and sweet lines. They want a story that hits hard and stays in their hearts. You know how fans used to wait for interviews to know what's happening behind the scenes? Not anymore. Now, people study everything. When Sonia posts something deep, they check if Maurice posted anything the same day. If he drops a song that sounds emotional, they go and see what Sonia posted before. It's wild. People are using timestamps, captions, and background music to figure out what's really happening. They're even noticing the colors they wear and the energy in their videos. It's become a game of connecting invisible dots. And to be honest, it's entertaining. But it also shows how invested fans are. Even when Maurice and Sonia don't speak, their silence makes people talk more. In fact, the quietness has created more drama than words ever could. Everyone is just waiting for one post, one picture, or one comment to confirm what they've been sensing all along. Until then, it's a waiting game, and fans are watching everything like hawks. Let's be honest. Some people now believe Maurice is no longer telling stories for the love of it. They feel like the main focus now is to get videos uploaded fast and make money from views. And that's painful to hear, because this is someone who used to bring depth and emotion to every single project. But recently, some movies feel rushed. The pacing is off. The emotions don't fully come through. It's like the heart has been removed from the story. People aren't blind. They are noticing. They are not just watching, they are thinking. And when they start to question your intention, it means something has changed. Viewers want to support creators, but they also want stories that were made with care. And if that's missing, they pull back. Not because they hate the actor, but because they miss the magic that once made them fall in love with the content. That magic is hard to fake, and even harder to get back once it's gone. When people sit down to watch a movie, they don't just want scenes, they want meaning. But lately, some of these new uploads feel like they were made just to hit a deadline. There's no build-up. No real climax. The story just passes like background noise. It's even more painful when the cast is solid, but the scenes are short and the emotions are rushed. It makes viewers feel like the project was done just to stay relevant. And that hurts. Because fans still believe in these actors. They still want to support the work. But they also want to feel respected as viewers. They don't want to be used for clicks. If you're going to post a movie, let it be something that adds value. Something that makes people sit up, think, or even cry. Right now, what they are getting feels too light, too easy, too forgettable. And once people stop feeling connected, it's hard to keep their attention. Viewers don't just want entertainment, they want a story that matters. So guys, the comment section is open for contributions. Have a lovely day, and bye.